What's up, YouTube? Bobbles and Ball Cards back. Gonna do a live video again tonight. It's Monday. Uh, Probably not gonna be on for long. Um, I hope everybody has had a good Monday, good start to the week, good start to the month of May. Um, so a few things I want to talk about. I was gonna do just a regular video, but there's been a couple things happen today that I want to talk about, and there will be a purpose to this video, but then there's also going to be some discussions that I want to have with some people. What's up, Anthony? How you doing today, man? I'm gonna give people a little bit of time to get on real quick, couple minutes. I'm gonna get a couple things together, so I'll be right here, but I'm gonna grab a couple things real quick. What's up, CW? Yeah, it's Monday, man. Crazy day. It Mondays can be crazy. Um, just give me a couple minutes and then I'll get into this. Um, just a couple minutes. What's up, Connor? All right. So we got a few people on. What's up, Scissortail? All right. Before I get started in this, the purpose of today's video, I wasn't gonna get on and do a live. I wanted to do some more research and like put some more stuff together to make this easier to show you guys on my main topic. But I want to talk first about some things that happened today. I mentioned in I believe it was my last video. There was a guy that actually a couple people reached out to me, and I'm not gonna call no names out or anything on the guy's video, but a couple people that reached out to me and told me to check this guy's video out. You know, he didn't have many subscribers. I'd never seen him on YouTube before, and he was talking about multipliers on graded cards, and you know, it would have been a very good video and very informative. However, his numbers were off. And I reached out and posted a comment on his page, actually just basically asking him what he used to come up with his multipliers, because and I only pointed out one multiplier, which was BGS 10, which was obvious to me that it was off. And I used the instance of, I believe it was Zion Williamson Prism Base, because he said a BGS 10 was a 4.56 multiplier overall raw value. And on a Zion based prism, you're only looking at, on a 4.56 multiplier, I think it came up to like $900 or $800 or something like that. And those cards actually sell for over $1,200. And then I used another example of a lower end card, which is pretty hot right now, and that's Keston Hiura. And you can pick Keston Hiura base Topps Update rookies for about $6. And if you do the math on that, a 4.56 multiplier puts you under $30. And I told the guy, I was like, I'm curious of where you're getting your numbers from, because if you can show me a Keston Hiura Topps Update that's under $30 in a BGS 10, I will buy it all day long. I will buy every single one of them I can possibly find on eBay, and I will not think twice, because there's no way in hell that a BGS 10 Keston Hiura is $30. No way possible. So I did this a couple days ago. I made this comment, and I was fairly nice with the guy and everything. He finally responds back today and basically gets offended as all can be, and tells me, first off, for one thing, he tells me that he used Luka Doncic Prism Base as his multiplier format, and proceeds to tell me that the last BGS 10 that sold on a Luka Doncic base was only $630. Now, I always try to take you guys over and show you hard evidence here, so I will do that real quick. 2018 Prism Luka Doncic BGS 10. Let me bring up the other page here so you guys can see this. And he said the last BGS 10, let me pop my chat out real quick so I can see you guys. Chat. Move it over here. Alright, he told me the last BGS 10 sold for $630. This one here got relisted, but it was $22.50. But if you go down here, I believe it was April 25th. Yep, right here. April 25th, $1,300 on a Luka base BGS 10. This dude tells me $630. I give him another example, I believe it was April 21st. Where was it at? There was another one I found. I can't remember where exactly it was. But anyway, it was like $1,250, I think is what it was. What's up, Chris? So anyway, then he proceeds to tell me that I deleted my message on his board, and that I was, basically full of it. So I emailed the guy with the screenshots of these pictures. And then I did some more research, and I don't know if this will show me far enough back. This goes back to March. Here, I'll go over here and pull up eBay real quick if it'll pull up. Here we go. Let's look up 2018 Luka Doncic Prism BGS 10. Let's go to sold. I'm going to do this as, not highest. Lowest first. Then we're going to scroll down here to get into the $600 range, which is what he was talking about. Might have to go one more page. Here we go. All right, here we are. BGS 10, 630 bucks. Okay? That's awesome, Michael. You'll be happy, man. I promise you will be happy. Okay. So, right here, $635, but look at this date, February 5th. Okay? February 5th. We are now in May. Tomorrow is May 5th. So this guy, I guess because he didn't know how to approach the situation, or maybe he realized something, maybe something clicked with him. I don't really know. But it was almost like he got offended because I was trying to help him. I was not knocking the dude's channel. I was not knocking his numbers. I asked a simple question because I was curious of what he used to get his multipliers. And he's going to feed me information saying that a Luca Prism is 630 bucks and that I'm full of it. Now, I show you guys information when I'm just discussing things with you. I don't sit here behind the camera. In fact, his video was nothing but a PowerPoint spreadsheet with numbers on it. There was no pictures, no evidence, no pulling things up, no showing anybody nothing. And I was actually, to be truthful with you, I was trying to help the guy out a little bit. I don't know everything. But then he proceeds to tell me that the only reason I talk about SGC is because I work for them. That I am associated with the company. And that's why I'm so big on, I'm just a shill and I'm just pushing ahead SGC and, whatever the case may be. At this point, I knew he was in a corner and was trying to dig his way out by talking bullcrap. I've talked to Natsman several times on video, on Instagram. I've talked to many guys, some of you guys that even come in here on Reddit. I show you guys information. I have a full-time job that is by far not grading cards, although that would be a hell of a job. So, apparently I work for SGC, and that's the only reason why I get on here and discuss things with you guys, is because why not, Why do I only send 100 cards at a time if I work for SGC? Why would I not instantly have grades coming into you guys all the time if I worked for SGC? Why wouldn't I have 10 after 10 after 10 after 10 gold labels if I worked for SGC? Why would I have gotten an Acuna update back in an 8 if I worked for SGC? Look, it's real discouraging when people want to just talk bad or throw numbers around and try. I mean, this dude was basically telling people they were stupid and wouldn't understand math. I mean, he had a really bad attitude to begin with. But there's many people out there, and this is why I try to be as transparent with you guys. This is why I've got this whole setup for YouTube where I can show you guys the screen I'm looking at. When I'm talking numbers to you guys, I can show it on my screen where I have proof, where I have information, so you're not just sitting here listening to me talk. You can actually see it for yourself. That's why I do these things, because I don't want to be someone that you just depend on to believe in. I want to show you guys things so you can see the physical evidence of what I'm talking about. And somebody commented on my video from yesterday, And they had a great point. You know, they're not wrong. When I did my PSA comparison with SGC, a PSA 9 versus a SGC 9, which are both just considered mint, PSA does sell for more. But for the purposes of that video, and the reason I showed the breakdown was because with SGC, their next grade down is a 9.5. It's not the 9. And they also have the higher grade than a 10 with the pristine 10. I didn't take no offense to what the guy was saying because he had a point. You know, just for the focus of my video and what I was trying to say. And he even said that in his comment. You know, SGC does have an advantage because of the 9.5 and the pristine. So I don't really get why if people in this hobby, whether it be YouTube, whether it be on Reddit, whether it be on Instagram. No, I'm not taking anything personal, Chris. I'm talking we have to realize, and I stress this a lot, this hobby is for fun. Yes, you can make money in this hobby. Yes, you can use it as investment. But there's a lot of people out there, and I am grateful for you guys because it makes me feel really good when I see you guys post comments, appreciating the videos, giving positive feedback, telling me that I helped you out. I've had 5 people, I think, in the last 4 days send me messages or, send posts with cards they've gotten back from SGC, and they've never used SGC in their life, and they're happy with them. One guy got an Optic Zion in a pristine. Another guy got 3 Kobe's back, 3 Kobe Prism Silvers, extremely happy. Another guy got a Giannis Prism rookie back in a 9.5. There was another person, and I'm blanking out on the 4th person right now. But I really appreciate that because when I started this channel, I was just opening cards, and it didn't really go anywhere. And then when I got my submission back, my first bulk submission, that's when the video kind of took off. And when I started talking about SGC and just my experience, my personal experience, and then that's when people started reaching out to me, asking me questions. How do you do submissions? What was the turnaround times like? And that's when I kind of progressed. And I do talk a lot about SGC. It has nothing to do with me being connected with them, other than the fact they are the grading company I use. I use this company because of the experience I have had with them, and I have been happy with them. And I like to share that because there's so much negativity about the company. I, along with some others, Natsman, Cards, Guns, and Collectibles, Eliteco, Filmington, Gary V's mentioned them, Up North Collectors have mentioned them, 502 Frank's doing it. There is many people out there, not just me, that are now trying SGC out. I am not a shill. I'm not connected with them. I am just helping spread the word. Now, with that being said, I'm going to talk another topic, and part of my video tonight on the rookie cards, it was requested to me by one of my subscribers who I feel is a really cool dude. I watched one of his videos tonight though, and I watched a video from a few days ago, and then I went back to a further past video, and I don't know if he's on right now. I do like the guy. I've talked to him. And I wish he was on because that's part of the reason I'm on here right now is I would like to talk. I don't have I don't have a way to contact him other than through YouTube. Natsman, I think, does. But I just want to let Chili's Sports Cards know, if he watches this video. I went back and read the comments um, from, I think it was a couple days ago. He did a video that was related to a video from a few days prior to that. And then tonight he mentioned it in his video as well. I read Elite Co 3's comment on Chili's video about Beckett Magazine and everything else. And I read Chili's response to the video, or to the comment, I'm sorry. And I like Chili's. You know, he seems like a real cool dude. Seems like he has a fairly good sense of humor. Feels like, he just wants to enjoy the hobby. But I'm going to tell you, this is another example on the way he responded to Elite Co's comment with like negativity. And I don't know how many people are aware of who Elite Co 3 is, but I'm going to tell you, if that guy comments on your video and tries to give you some advice in a nice way, take his advice. That dude has been grading for over 10 years. He doesn't just get into modern cards. He submits, vintage. He submits football, baseball, basketball, hockey. He is an investor. He has a huge eBay platform. He does, like, he's submitted with PSA for 10 years, and he has switched recently to SGC. He does 500 card bulk orders all the time. Now, the comment was in reference to the Beckett Magazine. Beckett Magazine has not been viable for many, 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 many years. In the 90s, Beckett was your go-to. Beckett was literally, we had Beckett and Tough Stuff, pretty much. And that was because there was no eBay. There was no eBay. There was no pop reports. There was nothing like that. Beckett basically was a magazine that you could get monthly to give you an idea of what you should trade your card for. They had the hot list in it, that sort of thing. Yes, Elite Co is the man. He is. I watched that dude's videos. I've been watching him for a long time. And when I seen Chili's response, and I'm not bashing Chili. I said I like the guy. I just wanted to let him know. I read the comment, and Elite Co was being very nice in what he said, and was trying to help Chili's out. And just from my perspective, when I'm reading the reply, he basically was saying, you don't know what you're talking about. And it was basically came down to Beckett Magazine for the most part and GMA grading. Chili's, I'm sorry, but Beckett is not a source to base anything on in the sports card market today. It is not. It's like the SMR magazine from PSA. It's just a way for them to keep a media allocation to their name, and they produce the magazines. There's hardly any information in them anyway, and it's not viable information. So anyway, I just wanted to get that out there. And Chili's Natsman has my Instagram and everything. I'd be more than willing to chat with you live on there and talk a little bit more about it. please do not take this as I'm insulting you or anything else. But I did want to just get that out there. If Elite Coach trying to help you out, listen, cause that dude knows his stuff, man. He definitely knows. In fact, Alico is who I reached out to get a contact within SGC. Um, he actually referred me to, I think it was Nick, but Nick wasn't available, and that's how I got connected with Peter. So if he's trying to help you, please listen to him because that dude knows his stuff, man. Anyway, I want to get into the topic I had a little bit. While now that I got all that out of the way, um, the on the slab it says sports card guarantee. Um, I think it's it's right here. I'll show you guys. Let me take this off. You can see right here, and I think they wanted it sports card guarantee company. So that's where the last C comes from. So it's sports card would be the S, uh, guarantee would be the G, and then company would be the C because they do have their LLC on here. So that's where the SGC comes from, Sports Card Guarantee Company. Um, what else you guys talking about while I was ranting? Padalico. Yeah, the term SGC. Okay. All right. What I wanted to talk a little bit about today, and I did not get to prep much for this, but I wanted to talk about rookie cards because somebody had asked me in one of my previous videos, what do I personally like buy and invest in? I'm gonna start with hockey, um, and just show you guys a couple things. I'm recently into hockey. So I'm not gonna go into players or anything like that. I'm gonna try to go over sets or products that I like to buy, that I like to invest in. And obviously with hockey, your main rookie is going to be these young guns. They come in series one, series two, and then they'll do like an update series that is in SP Authentic. Um, those are harder to hit. In Series 1 and Series 2, you get 6 of these per hobby box. There will be 50 cards in Series 1 and 50 in Series 2. And the nice thing I like about Upper Deck is they split the rookies up. Like you'll have some of the good rookies in Series 1 and then you'll have some in Series 2. So it makes it nice. It kind of broadens the entire set and doesn't make one um, more sought after than the other, and it kind of meshes it together. They also do canvas young guns, and normally if a player has a young gun in Series 1, he'll have a canvas young gun in Series 2, so it also gives you something to chase again, and vice versa. The young guns from Series 2 will have a canvas in Series 1. Um, a next collectible item is the SP Authentic Future Watches. As y'all know, I don't do a whole lot with autos, but I did pick this guy up. I believe his name was Dave C. Recommended Kaylor Yamamoto about a week or so ago in a video in my chat. So I went ahead, I seen this Future Watch on eBay, I picked it up. This will be going in for grading because it looks like it's in perfect condition. They also do have patch autos of the Future Watches. I do not have any of those to show. And then your top level, from my understanding, again, I am still real new to hockey, would be the the cup. It's Upper Deck the cup. They have patch autos and those of the rookies as well, and those, from what I've heard, are like creme de la creme. They're the top tier rookies for hockey. So I mainly focus on young guns. That's the first ever Future Watch I picked up. But I do really love collecting the Young Guns. It's fun, it's cheap, um, and it's something me and my wife can get at a good price, and the cards have great value to them. I'm still trying to learn of what players to actually like hold and invest and all that, because hockey has like different platforms than like other sports. Theirs is more kind of position driven and also fan base driven, which is similar in a way, but like since Canada has such a high market, you know, for example, Jack Eichel is a great player, great young player, but his Young Guns doesn't have a very good value to it because he plays in Buffalo. So I'm still trying to learn that whole side of things. Um, Next up, I'm gonna do football, which is something I do not talk a lot about on this channel, and it's one reason too that I wanted to make this video. Um, because the draft just happened, and I probably should get into football a little bit more. Um, One reason I don't is football is it's very driven on quarterback values, the rookie quarterback values, and you have Mahomes and you have Lamar Jackson, but and Kyler Murray has some value to him and Daniel Jones, but I kind of stay away from it because the NFL has gotten to where they're not even giving these young quarterbacks a whole lot of chance to prove themselves, and they're getting stuck in situations where they're getting on teams like the Dolphins, the Redskins, um, these teams that have been struggling, the Browns, the teams that have been struggling for a long time, and then they get these quarterbacks in there, and they expect them to just come out and produce right from the beginning, and they then like we live near DC, and they were talking about the Redskins already drafting another quarterback when they just got Dwayne Haskins. So football to me is a really high risk, because even if you do get a top quarterback, you don't know if they're only going to give him a year or two, or if they're going to put anybody around him to be able to succeed. And then if that, if he starts struggling, they're going to basically, send him on, and then, his value is going to plummet. And so, I really like, and in fact, football cards is what got me and my wife back into collecting cards anyway. Um, so with that, and again, I don't talk a lot about football, so excuse me if I miss any products. Um, but I'm gonna go through like kind of what I buy and collect. Um, Obviously, just like with basketball, you have their Prism and their Optic base rookies. This is actually a hollow. This is just a base. So the Donruss Optic and the Prism are two in football that are very good to invest in or collect or whatever. Um, you have Contenders in football. The autographs are they're very highly collected and kind of like the future watches in hockey. Um, you have the upper tier where you have Immaculate NFL, you have National Treasures NFL, and Flawless NFL. And I'm saying NFL because the collegiate kind of tend to fall off. They're very fun to collect because they got a lot of really nice patches in the product, but they don't quite hold the value. Um, so I personally I like regular Donruss. I think it's awesome with just the paper cards and the rated rookies. But your main ones are going to be your Prism, your Optic, your Contenders. And then when you get into the upper tier, you're going to have Immaculate, National Treasures, and Flawless. Um, I might have, like I said, I don't talk a lot of football on here, so I might be missing a product or two. But that's a good gist of where you're at with your three upper tiers, and then kind of like your three retail available products and three kind of lower. I don't want to say lower priced because they do have a lot of value with them, but your Prism, your Optic, and your Contenders, especially Contenders Autos, like Patrick Mahomes Contenders Auto it's blown up. Next up, I'm gonna talk basketball. I see you guys talking about basketball right now in the chat. Basketball is a product that I have found I can make money on. It's a product that I can profit on. I only buy retail when I buy basketball, and I mainly stick to Prism and Optic. I'll buy Don Russ if I see it, here or there, but I mainly stick to Prism and Optic, which is this year's designs right here. And what some people might disagree on is I'll use this year's products for example. Me and my wife, we opened a lot of Prism, and we were able to get a good amount of Optic. We will not pay markup price. We will not buy off eBay or a reseller or something like that. We buy our own product at retail price, and we do not resell it. We open. But I don't sit on Zion or Ja. We opened and we sold. Now, I do realize I could make a lot more money if I had those Zions now and sold now. But here's my feeling. And I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but as I'm talking, I don't know that Zion's prices are going to hold. And I could be completely wrong. We sold our Prisms for about $80 a piece, and I sold Optic Base at about $60 a piece. We did not hit any Zion Silvers from Prism. We did hit his Hollow from Optic. We also hit Ja Morant's Optic Hollow, and we hit two Ja Morant Prism Silvers. But we sold as soon as we opened, and here's why. If I go out to the store and say I spend $650 in retail product, if I can return right off the bat, say $1,000, I took that $1,000 and reinvested it in buying more product, and as I went on, I was making profit. I think in Optic, because the first two times we bought, which was February 14th and February 15th, we hit Ja's Hollow and Zion's Hollow. Those two alone were $1,100. We had about $700 invested. Overall, without grading basketball, we probably profited in the $1,200 range just selling raw on all of the Zion and Ja Morant that we pulled. And that's base cards, hollows, silvers. We hit a couple greens, pink hyper out of Optic of Ja's checkerboard, Zion orange ice. We didn't hit a lot of the silvers or hollows. But just between the Ja Morant, the Zion hollow, the Ja checkerboard, that was $1,600 we made right there. The orange ice and just two Zion base I sold for $600, so that's up to $2,200 right there on 6 cards. So we were probably up, like I said, at least $1,200, or probably more. But I have a huge box over there that is filled with these lower tier guys like the DeAndre Hunter. I have like over 30 different Brandon Clarks. I have Cam Reddish coming out my ears. I have Kobe Whites. I have RJ Barrett's. The only two guys that we really sold was John Morant and Zion Williamson because their prices skyrocketed so high, so quick that we were making money just off of ripping, holding everybody else, and pushing them, selling them as quick as we were pulling them. So, some people may think that's a stupid strategy, but in all total, we pulled 12 Zion base. That's $1,000 at, almost $1,000 at $80 a pop. And we used that to go back in. So when I say we bought, $3,000 to $5,000 in product, out of pocket, we really only spent maybe $800. So, we would buy and then sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, and I'm stashing all these other guys. Devontae Graham, last year his cards were cheap. I sold a red out of Prism Choice on auction. It went for $3.50. The start of this year, he blew up, and that card is probably over $100 now. So I stashed a lot of these lower name guys just in case they hit the Devontae Graham peak. But anyway, your two main sources are going to be Prism and Optic. And then obviously you're going to have, again like football, you're going to have Immaculate NBA, National Treasures NBA, and Flawless NBA. Those are going to cost you a lot of money, but they're going to be worth thousands upon thousands. So it's way out of my price range to go investing in those, but the high rollers, those are the ones. No cards, I have not even been looking for Mosaic. I honestly don't even care if I get any. That I've talked about that product before. I don't understand the hype in it. It's never been a sought after product, and I think it's only hype. And I'm going to talk about another product that's hyped at the current moment. And I don't know if Filmington's still in here, but he might be able to weigh in a little bit on what I'm going to talk about when I go over to baseball side. But anyway, you do have contenders autos in basketball, which do hold some value. I personally kind of like Contenders Optic. I think it's a very clean looking product, and it has the chrome finish to it. I love the team color matched parallels in those, and you can pick them up pretty reasonable for most players. Zion and Ja's probably going to be pretty high. Yes, card currency. The Mosaics, I do really like the way they look. But as far as investing in them, or, especially with this coronavirus going on, I'm not going to go from Walmart to Walmart to Walmart looking for them like I did with Prism and Optic. And the resale prices on them are way too high. And I'm just not going to risk, putting my family at risk or anything with the virus going around and this and that. They're just not that important to me. I will admit Mosaic does look really good though. I've always liked the way they look. They just don't have a high value for me to go running all over looking for it. It's just not worth that. Okay. Next sport I'm going to get into is baseball. And again, if Chili's happens to watch this, I want to discuss baseball because I know he had talked about what constitutes a rookie and what doesn't constitute a rookie and this, that, and the other. And baseball is the one sport that is really different when it comes into like rookie cards. And what I'm talking about is Bowman. Okay? This is from 2016 Bowman. and this is Victor Robles rookie. You have the first Bowmans, okay? First Bowman is going to be a player's most coveted card. Obviously, you want it in the auto if they have an auto. But where things get tricky is this is from 2016. Now, if you guys follow baseball, you know Juan Soto. His first Bowman was in 2016. But he also had Bowman in 2017. He had Bowman in 2018. And none of them were rookie cards. So that's where it gets confusing for people. Well, why is their first Bowman in 2016, but why does he have a 2017 card? Why does he have a 2018 card? You know, what is this guy's rookie card? Anything prior to a rookie logo designation is considered a prospect card and not a rookie card. So, what I mean by the rookie logo designation, right here, once the card has the rookie logo designation, everything prior to that does not have the rookie logo designation would be considered a prospect card. You'll find this in Bowman Platinum. They put guys in there that are still prospects. They don't have any rookie logo on them. Obviously, like I discussed, regular Bowman, Bowman Chrome, you know, that sort of thing. I'm sure there's other products out there that have players in it before their rookie designation. As far as what constitutes a rookie designation, I always thought that Topps didn't give the player the rookie logo designation until they had made their debut. Hence why they always make the rookie debut card as well. And as far as I know, there's not many players out there with a rookie card logo before they've played, except for Luis Robert. I noticed Topps is putting the rookie logo on his opening day and everything. And that's a real tricky one because he's never made his rookie debut. So, I'm wondering if the coronavirus and the delay of baseball and sports and everything else kind of had Topps jumping the gun a little bit, because Robert was expected to be called up, and I think Topps wanted to be ahead of it, get him in the product, have the rookie logo on there. It was no secret he was going to play. But then all this happened, and they put the cards out there, so it's kind of a tricky one. So anything prior to rookie card logo, prospect card, anything with rookie logo, which is normally after a player has made his debut, is considered rookie card. Now, as I showed you, the first Bowman Chromes, obviously you want the auto version, but those are going to be a player's most coveted card. After that, you're going to want to go with Topps Flagship. Now, I know they're paper cards, I know they're everywhere, but Topps Flagship holds a lot of value. Some people may discontinue them as not being worth any money. People collect Topps Flagship because it dates back to, back to the Grail 52 Mantle. It's his Topps Flagship rookie. It's worth more than his 51 Bowman. And I get the whole they got thrown into the ocean and all that sort of thing, but that has brought along the history of Topps baseball cards and their Topps rookie being valuable. It's the same reason, although it's not, it's short printed, and people say it's not as true rookie because it's a short print in Series 2. The reason why Acuna's bat down is so valuable is because it's his first card in Topps with the rookie designation. So although it may not technically be his true rookie card, people want it because it's his first Topps flagship card with the rookie logo. Being that it's an SP makes it even more valuable because you're not pulling it one per box or one every couple blasters or whatever. Good night, cards, man. Hope you have a good night, man. So that is why the bat down is valuable. After that, I would say Topps Chrome would be your next sought after and collected and valued card. Again, Topps Chrome you can find in hobby boxes, you can find in retail, and all of that. Where it gets tricky is Topps Chrome Update is Target exclusive to mega boxes. So, like, this is Vlad's, which they did the numbering different this year. But this is his update, his Chrome Update rookie, which was less available. So after Bowman, which obviously is going to be your king, and then Topps, and then Topps Chrome, you have so many products out there. Really, I don't. You have Inception and you have Definitive, and I've spoke on this before. You have Diamond Icons, you have Tier 1, you have 5-star, you have, you got National Treasures and all the Panini products. I'll buy Panini products to put in my collection, but as far as buying for like investment purposes or to make money off of it or anything, I do not mess with Panini products. They just don't. They don't. With the without the licensing, the value on them depreciates. Pretty quickly. That they're not as sought after, but they have some awesome patches in them. Inception is awesome. We actually have a few really nice Inceptions. But as far as baseball, baseball is kind of your basic. You go with your Bowmans, you go with your Topps, and you go with your Topps Chrome. That is where you're going to get your best bang for your buck versus money spent. And like this Keston here, I've spoke about it before. It's like a $6 card raw. But you send this in and get a 10, and you've done bumped it to $60 to $100. So that's your best bang for the buck. You can spend a few dollars at Walmart and picking up some fat packs or whatever and possibly pull a card you could send in to get graded for another $10 that you can now have a $100 card on. That out of a $4 pack. So anyway, I hope that makes sense to you guys, and I'm probably missing more that I wanted to. Oh, before I go on to this stuff, I don't really buy gold label card currency. I want to talk about, and somebody hit it nail on the head. Who was it? Where's it at? Amari Smith. Man, you hit it nail on the head. Bowman First Edition. This product, okay, it was $14.99 a pack for 10 cards on Topps website. There was a big wishy-wash with even trying to get the website to work. I personally went on there. I just wanted to look at the odds. I did not want any of it, especially after seeing what was in the product for $15 on 10 cards. Now, Bowman's main collected cards are the Chrome. Paper cards are, there's an abundance of them, so people send them in to get graded and things like that. But as far as the collectability of them, people want the Chrome. I'm seeing prices of first edition just being stupid right now. I heard somebody say the other night, I think it was Friday night, I was watching some breaks on it, and I think somebody said boxes are selling for $600 to $700 a box for 24 packs. It's a 150 card set. It's all paper, but everybody is going crazy over Jason Dominguez. Now, I get it. The kid's supposed to be good. It's his first, Topps card or Bowman card, whatever. It has the little first edition logo thing on it, whatever it may be. But tell me why Friday night I was seeing people buying them cards, and I'll pull this up real quick. I'm going to show y'all something here because this is just, it blows my mind. Jace, let's see, Dominguez first. Okay. Alright, here we go. No, Amari. I don't know. I was watching Houdini open boxes Friday night, and he said that Phil had opened 17 boxes, I think it was, and he had opened 21 boxes. So 38 boxes, they got one auto. It's like one in almost 400 packs to hit an auto. Now, I got his prices pulled up here. Okay, so y'all can see this. $200, 203, 207. These are today. Look at this, 3 of them, $540. 220. But I want to go back. I don't even know if it'll let me go back far enough. Here's Saturday. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. 200, Friday night. Where are they at? Look, right here. One box, $650. 225, 288, 250, 275. And these are the base. This isn't even the parallels. It blows my mind. Okay? It's a paper card. Paper. There's 150 cards in the set. Now, the reason why I'm telling you guys this blows my mind, these packs are $15 a pack. 24 packs per box. It comes out to $240. What was it? My brain, it was like roughly what, $300 or $320 for one box off of Topps website or whatever. I was watching Houdini, and every single box he opened, he was getting 2 to 3 base Jason Dominguez cards. 2 to 3 a box. I did some quick math, and my numbers might not be 100% accurate, but there was like 9,000 boxes or something like that. Somewhere in there. It might even be more. Because I only based it on the 101s. But anyway. So let's just say 9,000 boxes. And then you're pulling, let's just say 2 per box. You have a print run of just the base of near 20,000 that people are paying $200 for of a paper card. And the first edition, like, people think this first edition is a new thing. Topps had first edition back in 03. You can buy a Jordan, or not Jordan, a LeBron Topps first edition rookie. You can buy Dwayne Wade Topps first edition rookie, and those were on. They had the foil stamping. It wasn't just some paper. I mean, there is no foil, no nothing on this card. It's a paper card. Exactly, Cedar. Who's buying it? I Yes, we like paper rookies, but there's no way I would pay this. When I seen these prices, it made me sick to my stomach that I didn't buy some of it. Because I was like, I knew the kid's good. But then you also had that Bobby Witt and I don't know, there's a couple other guys in there that people are paying high prices for. I don't understand why. I I, I think once Chrome comes out, these prices are going to drop. There's not going to be a limited supply of these because there was so many printed. The set is only 150 cards. There's no, the chances of a Chrome is slim to none. There's tons of parallels in there, which, by the way, Topps didn't even collate it correctly because Jason Dominguez is always like either the last card or second to the last card, and the parallel format follows exactly the same. Like it's just I was watching him open them, and I just could not believe the amount of money people was paying for it. So you know, I it could be another one I'm wrong on, but I just don't see it. I would say if you want to invest in Jason Dominguez, wait for his Chrome card. If the kid turns out good, his Chrome card will be the one that has the value. These paper cards are going to be, the population on them is just ridiculous to be paying $200. I can't even wait to see what graded versions go for. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. Um, and like I said, I might have missed some things going over products, but I wanted to give you guys just a quick overview of things that we like to purchase between all the different sports and kind of like a trend of what the hobby views as like the most collected or sought after, whichever you want to call it. Um, and about my rant in the beginning, I don't want anyone getting, I don't want anyone taking what I said the wrong way. Um, Again, especially with Chili's because he's gotten on here and chatted before, and I subscribe to his channel. I watch his videos. I know he, probably watches mine, I would assume. Um, I just wanted to let him know though, like when someone, especially someone like Elite Co 3, reaches out to like talk or give you some advice or something, that's when you want to open your ears. And then, I heard his comments in his video tonight saying that a lot of people didn't collect, that are collecting today didn't collect when Beckett was valid or whatever. And that's true. There are some 20-year-olds in the hobby today. But just because I collected when Beckett was valid, I collected when Tough Stuff was valid, the hobby changes just like we have to change and adapt with it. And one of those changes is the fact that eBay is now your main source of finding prices, and Beckett is no longer a, a viable option. It's no longer a valid source. If it was, then eBay prices would reflect in Beckett. Again, Beckett, with so many different card sets out, they cannot keep up with the pricing. So their prices are invalid. So, anyway, let's see here. I want to go through and look at chat real quick. Does anybody have any questions or anything like that? I did see a question I was going to answer. I think Connor asked. Somebody asked earlier if I thought Mike Trout would reach Mickey Mantle status, I believe is how they said it, in the future. I think Connor asked that question. Anyway, to answer that question, do I think Mike Trout's 2011 update rookie will ever reach Mickey Mantle status? To give a honest answer, no. I do not think that Mike Trout's rookie will ever meet Mickey Mantle status. Here's the reason why. A, mantles were played with, put in bike spokes, they didn't. Okay, Amari did. I knew somebody did, and I was trying to go back through and find it, but I couldn't find it. I don't think it will ever will. I think it will become a very valuable card, but I don't think it will ever hit mantle status. You have to think. I mean, here, I'll pull you guys over again. We can discuss some things while I'm here. You have to look, 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle PSA Authentic. You have to look. Look at this mantle right here. That thing is completely trashed. It's only graded an authentic, and it's $8,000. Here's another one, looks like he's got a beard and everything, $6,000. The market determines the pricing, Anthony, but to go to find the market prices, that's why I say eBay is the source. Everyone, when you want to sell a card, everyone reflects back to eBay sold prices because that shows what someone's willing to pay. So that's kind of your market values. But yeah, I mean, you're looking right here in the year 2020, a trashed, absolutely destroyed mantle in just a PSA authentic grade is $8,000. No, okay. I don't know if many people know the story of why, one reason why mantle is so valuable. 1952 Topps, there was a couple guys sat down and designed the 52 Topps set as Topps' first official baseball card set. They made Series 1, and it did so well that they decided to make a Series 2, but they produced a higher quantity of Series 2, thinking that since Series 1 did so well and that they couldn't keep it on the shelf, they would make more of Series 2. Well, once Series 2 hit the shelves, then football season had started, and kids weren't interested in the baseball cards. So they had like a warehouse full of cases of 52 Topps that they couldn't get rid of. They even tried to give them away, and people didn't want them. They ended up getting tossed in the ocean because they had to have warehouse space. So that's kind of why Mantle was a lifetime Yankee. We know all about the Yankee history. He won many rings. Um, you know, but this card is iconic. A, because it was from the first year of Topps. B, the story behind the fact that so many were just tossed in the ocean. And then you have ones that look like this today. I mean, how many PSA 10 copies of Trout are out there? Or BGSs or SGCs? I don't ever see an authentic, trashed Mike Trout being worth $8,000. And I only see this price continuing to rise on the mantle. Mickey Mantle is like, the 52 Tops Mantle is like a card pretty much any one of us that has ever collected cards has wanted to have in their collection. It's awesome to just see one in person because you know the history behind that card. It's kind of like the Honus Wagner, the 1910 T206 Wagner. I mean, it's just awesome to see it in the history of it. That's why baseball cards are so awesome because there's so much history in them. So, Willie Mays was an awesome player, but I don't know if y'all ever heard about the controversy with the catch, and how that outfield actually was extended further back, so he had plenty of room to run and make that catch or whatever. It's kind of a cool story too. Um, anyway, all right, guys, it's after 10 o'clock. I hope everyone understood what I was trying to discuss in the beginning. I hope maybe some people that have questions about, maybe sports that you're not, that you don't currently buy, going over like what some of the products were with the other sports can give you an idea of maybe what to look out for if you want to pick up some, hockey or football, if you don't ever do football, that sort of thing. I'll go into this discussion more in another video, because I don't discuss football enough, and I want to get in a little bit more in depth of why. Um, but anyway, how much do Mays go for? Um, let's see here. Let me see. PSA authentic. And there's none there. You can get a PSA 1 for $683. So, like, what is that? 10 times less than a mantle? And that's in a PSA 1 and not an authentic. So, keep up. There he is. There he is. Chili's. Okay. I don't know if you've seen any of the video, man. Um, I'm doing. I did kind of a rookie discussion a little bit. Um, and this isn't. If you want, that's the 52 Tops though, Patrick. That's Tops's first year. That's why I compared it with the 52 Mantle, because technically 52 Tops isn't Mantle's rookie either. 51 Bowman is Mantle's rookie, so that's why I just compared those two. Um, but Chili's, before I get off of here, first off, if you want to hit me up on Instagram and video chat or whatever, do you have Instagram? I know there's a lag in chat, so I'm just gonna type this out. Y'all want to see the 51 Bowman? Connor, I personally do not collect printing plates. I actually pulled one out of our last case. The ones that have autos, like from, I think it's Triple Threads, the white whales, the ones that have patches and autos, those are kind of cool. But like your standard Tops printing plate or whatever, I don't really like those. And most of those are like real dented up and everything. So I don't really go with those. Some are cool, but it's not something I really seek very much. No, Chili, actually, I wanted to talk to you. I was hoping you got on earlier. So, and I want to explain some. It's hard to explain it on chat when the chat's like delayed and everything. So I actually want to talk to you because I know you reached out to me about your rookie card video and all of that stuff, and I've actually watched. I sit down and watch your videos and stuff. So I just wanted to reach out to you and touch base. But I'm actually getting ready to get off of here because I'm sweating. But I actually don't buy a lot of Bowman. I prefer Topps rookies, but I do have first Bowmans of people I collect. So, Bowman I screw up too much on and sell people too quickly. So, anyway, I thought I had my screen still up here. Clicked on it. Here you go, guys. I pulled up the 51 Bowman. A 6 is 82.69. So, I showed y'all an authentic that was what, 8,000. So, yeah, Mantle is a pretty big margin. But, alright, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. I appreciate everybody that got on, hung out tonight, and chatted, hung out, like I said. Sorry about the rant in the beginning about that one guy. Just it kind of it bothers me when you want to help somebody out and then they just try to bash you like that guy did with me when I wasn't even trying to do anything wrong. But it is what it is, and anyway, I'm gonna jump off of here. I hope everybody has a good night. We can knock Tuesday out tomorrow. Get through this week. Hopefully it's good weather. And I really pray this coronavirus goes away soon, man. It's getting old. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. Chili's, I'm gonna hit you up in a minute just for a few minutes. We can discuss some things. But I do appreciate all of you. If you're in here watching or chatting or whatever, hanging out, and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I do appreciate it. At 300, we're going to do a giveaway. And anyway, yeah, guys, have a good night. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And until the next video, I'm out.